Good morning, fellow garden adventurers. I'm Kelly, aka K2, and this is K2 Garden Adventure, my channel dedicated to me building my dream garden and farm here on the beautiful central coast of California, Zone 9B. So this morning, I've been busy all morning doing stuff, but let me show you what I'm hoping to do over the next hour. So if you've seen some of the other videos that are already out or about to be out, I'm doing major renovation in the backyard. So I'm ripped out the bocce ball court, poured concrete pads. I'm putting in some gazebos. And the thing is, around the bocce ball court, I had a bunch of plants and flowers in containers. The tropical hibiscus are all getting moved up into the hibiscus garden proper, still in their containers. And the azaleas that were along the front, I had previously planted 4 of them up here in the Woodland garden, and now I'm planting the other 9. Now these are all proven winners varieties, 9 different types. I think I collected them all. But I spent a little while sort of figuring out where to place them. There's different sizes, with the epic ones being larger. There's the carpet ones that are the smallest. And then there's a couple of doubles, which I think that means their blooms are doubled. Anyways, all these beautiful colors, but trying to figure out where they should go and not clash with colors of things around them. So the first one right here is a Perfectamundo pink carpet. And it's an absolutely beautiful flower, but I figured because it stays fairly small and compact and low, it'll be good for here on the corner where a couple of the paths meet up. So that is the Perfectamundo pink carpet. The next one I have is up here, and this one is the Perfectamundo double white. Really beautiful shrub there, and he is going right here. And when that little lime punch, if it starts to get some beautiful color, that white should look amazing in front of that. Next, a little further back, we have the Perfectamundo double pink. And that'll fill in that gap nicely. It doesn't look like these 2 little lime punches that are back here survived, but fingers crossed. You know what I've learned this year, hydrangeas that look very dead may come back. This azalea that I planted here a few weeks ago, I believe this is one of the Perfectamundo purples. It looks a little bit happier. What I should say is I struggle with azaleas and really struggle with gardenias here. My soil is so alkaline, evidently years of hard water. There's so much calcium buildup that it's gone very alkaline. When I put my pH meter in the soil, it pegged as far alkaline as you could go. Something is happening to this poor Incredible. It's got some kind of disease on it. I'm not sure what's going on there. I will need to investigate that here shortly. Fingers crossed it's not fatal, whatever is happening to it. All right, next we have the Perfectamundo Epic Coral. It'll go right here. You can see this beautiful baby blue plumbago shrub here. So we'll have the Epic Coral. This is a crepe myrtle. And then the next azalea is this one right here. This is actually another Perfectamundo purple. So it should look really pretty here as a nice contrast with this dark crepe myrtle. And finally, we have the Perfectamundo fuchsia carpet. Again, since the carpets are the smallest ones here on the corner, its compact shape should do nicely. And I think the green and the pink against that crepe myrtle, and this is an icy blue. Um, uh, oh my goodness, and I'm blanking on the name of the tree. How am I doing? It's not pittosporum. All right, I'll think of it in a second. Wow, can't believe I did that. Anyways, all right, so over here, the next one I had was the Perfecto Mundo orange, which it says it's orange, but that is just it's a very, very deep orange, almost red. Um, Absolutely beautiful. I think it will set off nicely against this Japanese maple, and we've got a weeping blue cedar atlas, or a weeping blue atlas cedar. There we go. That's what that is that I'm training in the back. And then up here is my Perfecto Mundo red. Which will go nicely there, the contrast between the red and the white. And then I've got some firelight tidbits and a dwarf pittosporum, and this is a fluffy, and then we've got an incredible blush here. I think all that will look really nice together. And yeah, where was the I think the last one we've got over here in the center is the Perfecto Mundo Epic Pink. And I hope this looks really great. Right here, we've got this stunning forest pansy redbud that I put in a couple of weeks ago. Can't believe this tree is even real. These leaves do not look real. They're just stunning. Their texture, their color, these hearts are just amazing. And then I guess it puts on a beautiful pink flower show in the spring. So looking forward to that. I'm not sure if the camera can capture it, but the stunning color on this Miss Molly is amazing. It's so vivid, and there's a bee buzzing around. It likes it too. So anyways, go ahead and work on getting these 9 azaleas in the ground. I'm really loving the woodland garden up here as it's starting to fill in. Things are starting to grow. They're waking up, and I'm plugging up some of the holes. So eventually it'll just, look like you're walking through a forest, or at least that's the idea. So let me go ahead and pause this video, and I'll leave you with a shot of the southern patio, which is looking glorious, and we'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so we've got one down, the Perfecto Mundo pink carpet, 8 more to go. So moving over to this area now. Okay, so I've got 3 in so far, but I'm also doing other things as well. I replanted this celebration Japanese maple. This time I didn't realize he was not in a gopher cage. I must have planted him at a point when I didn't have any available. So he got replanted. I'm also started making tags on sticks, so the plants are easily identified for me and for any visitors that are coming to see the gardens. And yeah, so 6 more to go. I should also mention with these guys, I've got my trusty, I'm using the 7-inch auger with the 60-volt drill. Those augers are from Power Planner. I got them on a Garden Answer, from Laura and Aaron. Yeah, so I've got Azalea Tone, Soil Acidifier, and Biotone Starter from Espoma. They happen to have Azalea Tone, so I'm using that, but any of the other ones like Holly Tone that are for acid-loving plants, I think would work just fine. But hey, if, Miners is gonna have something on sale, might as well pick it up, right? Okay, so next up is the epic coral, the Perfectamundo epic coral, which is going here, and then that one, and then that one, and then that one. So I've got a row of 4, and oh, I actually have 4 done because I got this guy. All right, I'm making faster progress than I thought. Anyways, I'm gonna stop yapping and get back to planting. All right, so I wanted to show this. So all of the azaleas are planted in these sort of, medium-sized containers. They're called Durham chalk. Home Depot used to carry them. I think they've stopped, but I love them. They were cheap and looked good and all that stuff. What I had done was put some gravel in the bottom and then some window screen over the gravel, and then, filled it up with potting mix for these. And then this root ball, it started in that little, I don't know, those pint size, maybe they call them quarts, but there's no way those tiny little cups are quarts, but gardening industry, right? Anyway, so the roots came out and it actually was holding, a good part of the soil together. I threw the rest of it down in there, put some of the azalea tone and biotone starter. I'll make some soil acidifier up on top as well. But if the root ball comes out, still holding a bunch of roots like that, I'm using one of these larger gopher cages. If it comes out and it's, it was still just kind of the small one, I use one of these small ones. So anyways, let me go ahead and get this guy in the ground. This is the Perfectamundo epic coral. So this epic one, those get like 4 feet tall at their max size, so very cool. Oh wow, this is neat. We got some horses coming down the street. I love it. I love living here. The horses come by every so often. So anyways, we'll see you in a little bit. And all the azaleas are in the ground and they are watered in. So let's review what we've done so far. So first up, we have the Perfectamundo pink carpet right here. Next up, as we come along here, we have Perfectamundo double white, and just behind it, Perfectamundo double pink. This is a Perfectamundo purple. I think it's a double purple, I'll have to check. And that was already in, and this one up here was also already in the ground. But what I did do was get both of them some azalea tone and some soil acidifier. So that should help them feel great about blooming real big and also help them deal with our alkaline soil here. Over here we've got Perfectamundo epic coral. I put in this is the 3rd purple I had that I brought from the old property. This is a Perfectamundo, I think it's a double purple. And then we have a Perfectamundo fuchsia carpet right here. In the center stage, as it were, we've got a Perfectamundo epic pink. And since that one gets larger, it can fill up that space. There's an off-brand azalea right there. Also gave it some fertilizer and some acidifier to help it get through the summer and deal with the soil here. Here I put in Perfectamundo orange, and I was going to put the red here, but I moved it across the way, and I'll show you that. Back here, I have this beautiful, I think it's a sangria azalea. It got half eaten by a gopher, but I moved it back here and got it in a gopher cage, so hopefully it'll be happier. Also got it some fertilizer. This is a rhododendron that I got some of that same mixture I mixed up, azalea tone and acidifier. And this Dandyman color wheel, which is just one of the most beautiful plants. Highly encourage it to everyone if you can grow rhododendrons. It's blooming out with lots and lots of new growth, so it really likes its new spot here under the tree. But I also got it some of that same mixture. These, okay, if you haven't seen one of the other videos, these are the most incredible hydrangeas. I found them at Miner's Ace Hardware. They're obviously a mountain or serrata type, but they've got white flowers or white, oh gosh, and I'm blanking on the name. Those aren't the flowers, the white bits that surround it, brackens or something like that. But inside, it's this really cool, it's pinks and purples and maybe even get some blues. I've been giving it some acidifier. This one's hanging in there. I've been giving it liquid acidifier as well to try to thin off the pink, so it's still pretty blue. But wait, we were talking about azaleas, but you know, it's all in that acidifier category. Good news on this Mikazuki. Was scared it might have gotten too dried out and died, but I see new leaves pushing out, so at least part of the tree is still alive. Okay, and then coming over here is where we put the Perfectamundo red, and so that is right up in here, and it'll keep this other off-brand azalea that's a white one back here company. Again, along the gravel driveway, there's the Limelight Prime hedge, and then the Camellia hedge starts back there. And of course, you got Cedar Grove. We have an Azuri Blue Rose of Sharon. I believe, yeah, Azuri Blue Satin Rose of Sharon. And this is one of my, I have a couple of Pinky Winkies, so excited to see some of the bigger panicles, see if they can't put on some growth this year. There's a Limelight Prime hedge that goes all along the front here. Wow, just look at how crazy those petunias are doing. Those really show up on the camera. And then there's a Bobo hedge in front. So hoping the panicles, you know, we don't get real hot here, so it'll be interesting to see how good panicle hydrangeas do here, but hopefully good, because I have a Firelight Tidbit hedge on both sides of the walkway up to the front, and there's a Invincible Spirit 2 hedge that goes all along the driveway over there, and then there's panicles just kind of mixed in everywhere in here. So all the azaleas are in and watered. I need to hook some more of them up to drip here, but I'm going to do a big drip, you know, where everything that you see with a yellow flag is needing to be hand watered currently because it's still waiting to get hooked up to drip. But now, to sort of finish off the front, I have a couple of lupins that I'm going to put one here and here, move them from the back, and then I have a couple of these really pretty flowers, and I've forgotten the name, so I'll have to identify those. But I have two of those that are in the back that I'm also going to move up here to the front. So they'll, I think they'll be really nice additions here to the woodland garden. And then, quite honestly, I don't think there's anything else I'm planning on doing this year. Big project for the Druid Circle, but you know, that you'll have to catch that in a different video. But I think it's going to be awesome. So, all right, well, enough yapping. Let me go get those lupins and the other flowers. Okay, so here are the two lupins that I want to extract out of here and move towards the front and put them sort of close by the other solid purple one. I put on an amazing show earlier this year. I'll trim back the seed pods, and hopefully we'll get another blooming. And then these are those other two still mystery plants. If I've identified them, I'll flash up the name on the screen. But you know, back here I'm trying to get everything in a pattern with the geraniums and everything, and I need some more stuff up front. And I love the sort of the silvery white color on this with the light purple. So, and there's already two of these out in the woodland garden, so I'm going to move these two out front as well. So anyways, let me get started on that. All right, so I got the 4 holes dug. So there's a lupin going to go here. There's the one that currently exists, and need to clean it up and maybe make sure it's getting enough water. And then another one there. And then for those two other mystery plants, we'll do one there and one here. And then I actually have a number of eucheras or coral bells that are currently in the shady part of the tropical garden, but they don't really look tropical. So I'm going to come plant them up here, and then I found some other locations as well. Anyways, gonna keep trucking along here and see if I can't get all this done. All right, so I think we are done for the day. Got the two staircase lupins where it's alternating purple and white. The one here in the middle discovered there was an air bubble in its drip line, so got that cleared out some of the dead stuff. It should recover nicely. The other one cleaned out some of the all the seed stalks, and so it's pretty happy, but it should hopefully put out some more flowers like the one over there. That's the lupins in their nice little drift. And then this is actually called Society Garlic. So I thought I was smelling garlic, but I was like, oh, that's crazy. But no, this is actually Society Garlic. It's absolutely beautiful. I love that white and sort of silvery green foliage with the light purple flowers up top. So I've got the one there, and then this other one looks amazing right here. Just really happy how this one turned out. So those are in, and I think I will do the eucheras and the coral bells. I think I have 5 or 6 that I need to transplant. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go take a shower and go grab some food. This is Father's Day today when I'm filming this, so my son, he was so nice. He actually cleaned and sharpened my Felcos for me. I have 2 Felco number 2s, and so that was a very, very cool Father's Day present. Anyways, oh yeah, here you can see the other 2 Society Garlics. I know their name now, back here in the shade garden. But I know they can handle full sun because the ones in the back were out in the sun and are just fine. Anyway, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. We got those 9 azaleas planted. We planted 2 lupins and 2 garlics, transplanted them from the back to the front, and did some we fertilized all of the azaleas, the ones I planted, and then the new ones or the ones that were already in the ground, with a mixture of azalea tone and the soil acidifier, because like I was mentioning, we have really alkaline soil here. So hopefully that'll give them an extra boost that they need. And remember, if you haven't yet, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell notification. It'll alert you when I drop a new video. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I'm K2 Garden Adventures on both of those platforms as well. And be sure to mention me to your friends and family if they're into gardening. And most importantly, have a wonderful day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And until the next video, happy gardening.